Yeah, 3CX is neat. So that's a sponsored video, but 3CX I've used for 4 years, and I have a great story about 3CX because I needed. If you've ever done IT work, you know the redheaded stepchild, the degenerate snake oil salesman part of IT is telecom. Anything in telecom has just been like dealing with those people just makes you want to. Oh, it's just bad. So I like years ago found 3CX, and 3CX is it's not open source, but they basically give everything out for free, and you can host it. You can self-host, and you don't have to pay them. And if you do want to have them hosted on their cloud servers, it's like 100 or 200 bucks a year, something like that. I think it's like 100 for like the basic, and then like I think pros 200 if you want to do some kind of branding. And so really cheap when it comes to telephony work. And I started to I didn't want to do it. I was leaving my job or trying to downsize to 1 day a week, and I was like, hey, I need something. I need to change this over. So I tried, I think Ring Central first, and then those guys were like snake oil salesmen. And then I looked at the product and I was like, this seems very locked down, very proprietary. If I want to change something, they're going to nickel and dime me for every little feature, everything I want to change. And I was like, this isn't going to work. So then I was like, maybe I can do 3CX. So then I tried to go through like the 3CX gold partners and those type of things. And then they were real shady. Like some of the gold partners wanted to take it off of 3CX servers, and like they're like, oh well, we self-host ours in the cloud. And I'm like, yeah, where's your cloud? What cloud you using? Are you using AWS? Are you using GCP? I know all these things. And then the guy was like all standoffish, and I'm like, listen, I am not going to continue this conversation if you don't tell me where it's stored. And he's like, well, we have our own racks here at the office and it's stored there. And I'm like, well, that's why you do your due diligence. And I was like, okay, no. So I called a couple more people, and I just couldn't find anybody to install a damn telephone system. And I was like, fine. I mean, I've never installed 3CX, but let's just try it. So I was like, I'll just spin up a local one in a test environment, try it out, did it. And I was like, oh, that's really easy. So then I was like, I'll just pay them for the $100 cloud hosting at this business, about 50 endpoints, nothing too big. And bought all the phones, deployed them, plugged them all in, connected them up to the cloud. And then I think because of how much traffic we had between like 8 or so possible concurrent outgoing phone calls, I had to do an SBC. But adding the SBC locally and then having the cloud up there, all of it just works seamless. And I got it up, and I think I did the whole conversion in like a day. And the business went from paying $1,000 a month for telephones to $23. Because everything was handled end to end from me, and most of everything from 3CX was that menial cloud fee. But all like the SBC was hosted by me, all the phones were purchased by me, and all of it was just easy. And dude, I'm telling you, that business now, like I look at him like I literally saved him $12,000 a year. I mean, that's cool. So that's kind of how I'm able to do YouTube and Twitch and all this stuff. Possibly some of it's because of 3CX, because I'm like, hey guys, I do save you like $12,000 a year because of this idea I had. I mean, that's kind of cool. So I love 3CX. Like, even if they didn't, I'd still sing praises about them because I've used them in the cloud, and I use them here in the house to do just my telephones, because I was like, why not? It's free if you self-host. And I just I think I was using Flow Route, and so I pay like for the business here with two phones and everything, and I make maybe an hour or so worth of phone calls per month. I think I pay 7 cents or something stupid. I mean, it's just like you throw $20 on there and like I need to refill that in like a couple years. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, just a fun tidbit about 3CX. I love them. They're just fantastic. Yeah, and set it all up yourself. Like I said, set up the entire test environment, do it all yourself, and then if you want to expand and you want the business, I still recommend doing some kind of cloud server. If you still want to keep it all internal and you don't want to put like on 3CX's stuff, spin up an AWS or GCP, wherever you want to do your VPS, and just put it over there and host it yourself. You can totally do that too. And man, it's so much better than dealing with the telecom people. I just hate telecom people. Like anybody that works in telecom, immediately I can't take you seriously. I'm sorry if someone watches me that does telephones. Oh.